The Ford Maverick is one of Ford's most underappreciated trucks that they have to this day. This truck goes under the radar for so many people, and I'm here to explain why you guys should maybe give this truck a second look. Now to start, the front of the truck is honestly not that bad looking. The LED headlights are a big standout here. The grille is not too crazy aggressive, but it looks nice. This truck is not going to be an F-150, and people need to stop comparing it to it to see how good it truly is. Let's talk about some of the things with the engine. Now, something not a lot of people know about the Maverick is the fact that it comes in a hybrid variant. This one right here creates 191 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque with a 2.5 liter hybrid engine, giving you a little bit more miles per gallon for however much you put in the tank, letting this truck drive you around a little bit longer. This is kind of where this truck is going to specialize. It's going to be one that gets you through your daily life without needing all that fuel to keep it going. Now onto the back of the Ford Maverick, it does look pretty standard. There's nothing much that stands out about it, but it is important to recognize that this truck, why it is not marketed to tow and do anything crazy, it still can. This truck can tow 4,000 pounds, which isn't crazy, but it can definitely do like little jet skis and things like that if you want to have a fun beach day. This truck really excels at making your everyday truck. As well as you have the truck bed here, which gives you a fair bit of storage space. So if you need a truck to help move things along those lines, this truck fits perfectly into that niche. Now on the interior of the Ford Maverick, I can't be completely biased. I do need to inform you there are a few things that aren't spectacular about this car, and a lot of it comes from the interior. First of all, there is no push to start. This is still your classic key. You put it in, you spin it. But that, honestly, a lot of people like it, and it really is preference at that point. I still put a key in my car to turn it on. I'm not push to start, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me that much, but you have to know. On top of that, the infotainment screen is a little bit smaller than usual, but overall, the interior is still a comfy, nice little fit. I mean, you have the cloth seats, it's not leather, which I don't think is a bad thing, because remember, you are only paying $31,000 for this truck. It can definitely get you through your day. It's not an uncomfortable car to be in. Overall, there are a few features it's lacking. Unlike the F-150, it does not have cooled seats, but it does have heated, and it's a pretty standard overall car, and I think it's good. I think the interior design is really, really nice. You have the blue accents everywhere with the orange highlights, and I really, really do think it stands out and makes it feel a little bit more unique. So overall, the interior of the truck is not bad at all, but it's definitely not the craziest thing. It's probably the weakest part about this car. Now, driving the Maverick is honestly a surprisingly nice experience. Overall, the 191 horsepower isn't a crazy amount, but because this truck is so light compared to some of the bigger ones, you honestly don't feel that drag. The 191 horsepower definitely gets you going through. You definitely have tighter steering. It feels good driving the car. Overall, I don't really think there's much to complain about. Sure, it's not as nice as the F-150, but remember, you're not buying an F-150. This is not what the F-150 is meant to do. The Maverick does exactly what you'd expect a lower price truck to do, and it does it really, really well. I feel like that's one thing that I definitely was shocked about when driving this car is just how nice it handles for what it is. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was, but upon driving it and being able to sit in it and review and understand this car to its fullest, I really, really do think this truck is worth giving a chance. Overall, I think people need to stop looking at the Maverick like it's just a baby F-150. This truck fits perfectly into its own little niche, and if you want a truck just to drive around daily, I completely can recommend this one just because the price point is so safe. Some of these go for about $31,000, which is about $10,000 to $20,000 less than some of the baseline F-150s. So it really is a steal at the end of the day. Overall, I think the Maverick is a decent truck, and it does what it needs to do. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like and make sure to subscribe.